Hi, this is Joel Johnson. Today's Better Money Boston segment is going to be a little bit different because we're going to be talking about the tough decisions that maybe you, maybe some of your neighbors and friends have to make regarding taking a lump sum pension or rolling it over into an IRA. Well, you might say, hey, that sounds kind of strange. Why is that decision coming up? Well, it's coming up for two reasons. One is big companies are merging. You're probably aware of some of the big companies in our area here who have merged recently, and people's pensions changed. They don't have to change, but typically they do change with the merger. And folks are faced with some pretty big decisions on whether to take that pension as a lump sum or continue to defer it for those promised monthly payments. The other thing that can happen is when you leave a job, whether you're laid off or whether you retire, most companies these days do not want the obligation of that big monthly check to pay out for the rest of your life. So they're forcing you to make this big decision, whether to take that monthly check or whether to take a big lump sum and roll it over. Now, the advantages of rolling over a lump sum are that you get control of the money, right? You can pay yourself out monthly, and if there's anything left over when you die, you can leave it to a spouse, kids, grandkids, so you have control over the money. The disadvantage is you now bear the investment risk. You either have to invest that money yourself or find a good financial advisor, preferably a fiduciary, who can invest that money for you. The disadvantage of taking the monthly payments is if you and your spouse die early, there's nothing left. Or there might be some payments left, but you really don't get as much out of it as you could have. However, if you live for a very long period of time, you might get out much more in somewhat of a risk-free environment by having that company promise to pay you for the rest of your life. Social Security is another factor that ties into your pension. So whether you should take a lump sum pension or take a stream of payments, Social Security and how you're going to collect Social Security also can influence that. So there are a lot of different factors that go into this. And I want you to get a copy of my book, The Lump Sum Pension Payment Guide. The Lump Sum Pension Payment Guide will give you some of the information that you need to be able to ask the right questions either to a financial advisor or to work out the answers to those questions on our own. Don't make a mistake and make this decision flippantly. Don't get opinions from all your friends and so on. Your situation is unique. Make sure you make the right decision for you. So bettermoneyboston.com.